As the new year approaches, we're also entering an election year, of course. Yahoo Finance senior columnist Rick Newman is here with a look at what Yahoo Finance users are watching next year. Rick.
Hey guys, well, we did a survey of the Yahoo Finance audience, asked mostly multiple choice questions, but we did ask one open-ended question, and that might have been where we got the most interesting answers. We said, what do you think some surprises might be in 2024? And of the top 11 answers, 8 related to politics. 3 out of those 11 were Donald Trump or some version of Donald Trump. Only 2 were about Joe Biden, even though he's the sitting president. The 3 phrases or words that did not relate to politics were AI, war, and recession. So those are some of the things on people's mind. It's very clear that even our audience focused on markets is really thinking a lot about the election. Donald Trump, he controls an inordinate amount of mind share. A lot of that is negative. A lot of our audience in the open-ended question said Trump goes to prison, Trump gets convicted. Somebody said Trump flees to Europe. Things like that. A lot of them don't want Joe Biden either. In one of the multiple choice questions we asked, who do you think will win the 2024 election? Trump got the edge, but about 1/3 said somebody else other than Biden or Trump. And that, of course, reflects other polls showing Americans don't want the same matchup they had in 2022. Going to markets and the economy, our audience is pretty optimistic, frankly. We had solid majorities that think the stock market is going to rise. With a considerable minority saying it will rise by more than 10%. A majority thinks inflation will be below 3%. Unemployment likely to stay relatively low, according to our audience. And those things are looking pretty good. So not everything is terrible, according to the worldview of Yahoo Finance audience members.
So we always talk about how accurate or inaccurate Wall Street strategists are. How are our folks? Because you surveyed them last year, too.
Yeah. Here are a couple things they got right. First, they said 2023 would end well. That was a majority view last year, and I think they got that one right. I mean, they thought inflation would be falling and the stock market would be rising, and that is exactly what happened. A couple other things they did predict were likely to happen is the electric vehicle revolution would stall out a little bit, some other trends. They got a few things wrong. We heard people saying they thought the Ukraine war would end last year. And we had some, of course, saying we were going to have a recession last year. They were basically saying what a lot of economists were saying, and they all turned out to be wrong. No recession in 2023.
All right. Well, we'll see how these predictions for this coming year turn out. Appreciate it, Rick.
Bye, guys.